So hi children, so today we are going to discuss about the first chapter, numbers in mathematics. So in the previous class, that is in third class, we have already dealt with 3-digit numbers. So we are already dealt with 3-digit numbers. That means how to write the number names of 3-digit numbers and how to write the expanded notation for 3-digit numbers and 4-digit numbers. So once let us remember how to write the number names for 3-digit numbers and 4-digit numbers. So let us take a 4-digit number and let us see how to write the expanded notation for the 4-digit number. So in ready and steady. So in ready and steady part, so let us take a small problem of a 4-digit number and how to write the expanded notation for the 4-digit number. So let us take an example of a 4-digit number. So this is a 4-digit number and how to write the expanded notation for this 4-digit number. So for expanded notation, so the expanded notation is nothing but the sum of place values of each digit. So now write the place value chart for Indian system of numeration. So this is 6, 3, 2, 1. So here 1 is in ones place and 2 is in tens place and 3 is in thousands place and 6 is in 10,000s place. So this is the place value chart. So first we have to write the place value chart and insert the digits in the place value chart. So 1 is in ones place, 2 is in tens place, 3 is in thousands, 2 is in hundreds place and 6 is in thousands place. So now we have to write the expanded notation. How to write the expanded notation? So expanded notation or expanded form. So in expanded notation, we have to multiply the each digit with its place. So now take a digit 6 and multiply the digit 6 with 1000. So the 6 is in thousands place, so multiply the digit with 1000 and put the symbol plus. Now again go to the next digit. So the next digit is 3 and 3 is in hundreds place. So multiply 3 with 100. So the next digit is 3 and the digit 3 is multiplied with 100. Now again put the symbol plus. Now go to the next digit 2. The digit 2 is in tens place. So multiply the digit 2 with 10. So the digit is 2. It is in tens place. So multiply the digit 2 with 10. Now again put the symbol plus. So go to the last digit is 1 and digit 1 is in ones place. So multiply the digit 1 with 1. So the last digit is 1 and this 1 is in ones place. So multiply the digit with 1. So this is the expanded notation. This notation is called expanded notation. So each digit is multiplied with its place. So the 6 is in thousands place. So 6 is multiplied with 1000 and 3 is in hundreds place. So 3 is multiplied with 100. So 2 is in tens place. So 2 is multiplied with 10 and 1 is in ones place. So 1 is multiplied with 1. So each digit digit is multiplied with its place, and we have to put a symbol plus. This notation is called expanded notation, and if we multiplied the values, we get 6 into 1000, 6000. So simply we have to remove 1 and place the 3 zeros after the digit. So 6000 plus 3 into 100, 300. So place the 2 digits after the 3. So plus 2 into 10, 20, plus 1 into 1, 1. So this is the expanded notation which we have already learnt in 3rd class. So this is the way of writing expanded notation for 4-digit numbers. So now in 4th class we will learn about 5-digit numbers and 6-digit numbers. So and how to write the expanded notation and how to write the number names for 5-digit numbers and 6-digit numbers. Okay. So this is the ready and steady part. So the ready and steady part is completed. Now go to our class. We will enter into our 4th class part. So in our 4th class, we will deal with 5-digit numbers and 6-digit numbers. So in present class, that is in 4th class, we will deal with 5-digit numbers and 6-digit numbers. So for 5-digit numbers and 6-digit numbers, we will learn how to write the number names and how to write the expanded notation and how to write the place values and face values for each digit in the number. So now, what is the maximum, what is the largest 5-digit number? So the largest 5-digit number. So the largest 5-digit number is, simply we can understand that the number should contains 5 digits and that number should be largest. So that's why we have to simply write 5 nines. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. So 9 is written 5 times. So this is nothing but the largest 5-digit number. So this number becomes largest 5-digit number and it can be read as 99,999. And what is the smallest 5-digit number? So smallest 5-digit number. So smallest 5-digit number can be obtained simply by writing 1 in the place of first 9 and write the zeros in the places of remaining 9s. So this is the number smallest 5-digit number. So simply we have to write 1 in the place of first 9 and put zeros in the remaining places of 9s. Then we will get the smallest 5-digit number and it can be read as 10,000. So this is 10,000. So in 10,000 we have 4 zeros. So 10,000 contains 4 zeros and it is the smallest 5-digit number. Next, largest 6-digit number. So what is the largest 6-digit number? So simply we can write as largest 6-digit number as 6 nines. So 9 should be written as 6 times. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. So we have written 9 as 6 times. This number becomes the largest 6-digit number and it can be read as 9,99,999. And what is the smallest 6-digit number? Smallest 6-digit number. So simply we can write the smallest 6-digit number from the largest 6-digit number. So in largest 6-digit number, write 1 in the place of first 9 and write zeros in the places of remaining 9s. So simply we can write the smallest numbers from the largest numbers and replace the first 9 with 1 and replace the remaining 9s with zeros. So the first 9 is replaced by 1 and remaining 5 9s are replaced by 5 zeros. Then we will get smallest 6-digit number and it can be read as 1 lakh. So it can be read as 1 lakh. So the smallest 5-digit number is 10,000 and smallest 6-digit number is 1 lakh. So 10,000 contains 4 zeros and 1 lakh contains 5 zeros. So these are the 5-digit numbers and 6-digit numbers. So this part is completed. We will learn how to show the numbers on abacus. So numbers on abacus. So how to represent the numbers on abacus. So what is abacus? So what is abacus? So abacus is a device by using we can represent any number by using abacus. So abacus contains rods or sticks and each rod represents each place and the digit in the place can be represented with the help of beads. So with the help of sticks and beads in the abacus we can represent any number. So let us see how to show the numbers on abacus. So let us take a 5-digit number, that is 10,000. So this is a 5-digit number 10,000. So how to represent 10,000 on abacus? So 10,000 contains or 10,000 can be written as like this. So this is 10,000. 10,000 contains 4 zeros. Now we have to represent 10,000 on abacus. So in 10,000 there are 5 places. So that's why in abacus we have to take 5 sticks. So this is first stick and second stick and third stick, fourth stick and fifth stick. So each stick represents places. So this is ones place, this stick represents ones place and this stick represents tens place, this stick represents hundreds place and this stick represents thousands place and this stick represents 10,000s place. So in this way each stick in the abacus represents places and each digit in the place can be represented by using beads. So in 10,000, so this is 10,000. So this is 10,000 and this 0 is in ones place and this 0 is in tens place and this 0 is in hundreds place and this 0 is in thousands place and this 1 is in 10,000s place. So this is the place value chart. So first we have to write the place value chart for the given number and insert the digits in the place value chart. Now we have to represent beads on every stick. So in ones place the digit is 0, that means this stick does not contains any beads, 0 beads. Next go to the second stick, that is the tens place. In tens place also the digit is 0, that means the second stick does not contains any beads. So we should not place any beads in tens place because in tens place the digit is 0. Now go to the third stick. The third stick represents hundreds place, but in hundreds place the digit is 0. That's why we should not any bead in hundreds place also. Now go to the fourth stick. The fourth stick represents thousands place. So in thousands place the digit is 0. So we should not place any beads on the thousands stick. Now go to the fifth stick. The fifth stick represents 10,000s place. Here in 10,000s place the digit is 1. So that's why we should take one bead on 10,000s place. So this is the representation of 10,000 on abacus. So the abacus contains sticks or rods. So each stick represents places and the number of beads represents the digits in the number. So in 10,000, so the 10,000 place contains one digit. So the 10,000 rod contains one bead. So we should place only one digit in 10,000 place, and the remaining rods does not contains any beads because the remaining places have zeros in their digits. So this is the representation of numbers on abacus. Now let us take another example. So another example, take a 6-digit number that is like this. So this is a 6-digit number. So how to represent this number on the abacus? So there are 6 digits. Now take a abacus. So on abacus take 6 sticks. So this is first stick and second stick, third stick, fourth stick and fifth stick, and this is sixth stick. So the first stick represents ones place, second stick represents tens place, the third stick represents hundreds place, and fourth stick represents thousands place, and fifth stick represents 10,000s place, and sixth stick represents lakhs. So now write the place value chart. So the given 6-digit number is 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. That means 6,23,452. So now write the place value chart. 2 is in ones place, 5 is in tens place, 4 is in hundreds place, 3 is in thousands place, 2 is in 10,000s place, 6 is in lakhs place. So this is the place value chart. So write the given number in the place value chart like this. So now insert the beads according to this place value chart. So in ones place the digit is 2. So the first stick contains 2 beads. So draw the 2 beads on the first stick. Next, the second stick represents tens place. In tens place the digit is 5. That's why we should draw 5 beads on tens place stick. So draw 5 beads on tens place stick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. Next, the third stick represents hundreds place. In hundreds place the digit is 4. So that's why we have to draw 4 beads on hundreds place stick. So this is hundreds place stick. In hundreds place the digit is 4. So that's why we have to draw 4 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. Next, the fourth stick represents thousands place. In thousands place the digit is 3. That's why we have to draw 3 beads on thousands stick. So this is the thousands stick. We have to draw 3 beads. 1, 2, 3. Next, The fifth stick represents 10,000's place. In 10,000, the digit is 2. That's why we have to draw 2 beads on 10,000's stick. So this fifth stick is 10,000 stick. We have to draw 2 beads. Next, the last stick is, that is the sixth stick represents lakhs place. In lakhs place, the digit is 6. That's why we have to draw 6 beads on lakhs place stick. So this is lakhs place stick. We have to draw 6 beads on the lakhs place stick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the representation of numbers on abacus. So by using abacus, we can represent any number. So in abacus, there will be sticks. Each stick represent places, and the number of digits represents the digit in the number. So this is the representation of numbers on abacus. So the representation of numbers on abacus part is completed.